I'm Willis Sparks, Global Macro Director at Eurasia Group, and it is United Nations General Assembly Week here in New York City. Leaders from around the world are gathered for a week of important meetings and important speeches, and the world asks, who cares? Actually, New Yorkers care a lot because with all of the added security around this building, you got an epic traffic nightmare all over New York City. Everybody's backed up. And, you know, most of the time the UN seems pretty dysfunctional. Scandals and stories about waste and endless bureaucracy and the big countries vetoing each other's plans so nothing ever gets done, etc., etc., etc. It's easy to be cynical, but the reality is that there are agencies of the United Nations that are doing some really important work in helping people who really need it. Like, for example, feeding tens of millions of hungry people in dozens of countries around the world. That's what the World Food Program does. Like working on the front lines of the fight against malaria, Ebola, the Zika virus, HIV. That's what the World Health Organization does. Like providing kids around the world, millions of kids, with food and clean drinking water and vaccines, education, access to mental health care. That's what UNICEF does. Like providing millions of refugees with food and shelter. That's what the UN Refugee Agency does. And like helping poor countries secure credits and low interest loans that they can spend on roads, bridges, ports, schools, hospitals. That's part of what the World Bank does. These are all United Nations agencies. They're doing important work that the world needs done. So here's the thing. The United Nations has plenty of failures. It's got lots of problems. But in this unpredictable, violent world that we live in, who else is going to provide these things for people who need help? Who's going to do this work that the world needs done? Something to think about while you're stuck in traffic.